Alright guys, here's your video for your Wednesday workout. Starting with our 2 rounds, 1 minute run, again in spot, around your house, outside, and then 20 seconds of a side elbow plank, and then 5 per side of your dead bug. So your elbow plank, just on your side, onto your elbow, trying to keep your shoulder over top of your elbow and your hip stacked. So 20 seconds per side there. Your dead bug, we are going to go onto our backs, arms and feet up overhead, and you are going opposite arm to opposite leg down without moving the other arm and leg. Come up, and then you can switch. So try and really focus on palms or fingertips facing the ceiling, arm back, leg straight, and switch. 5 per side, there. So you have 2 rounds of that to start. Then we have some hamstring mobility. So if you have a band, this is gonna help you put your band over your foot. If not, we're gonna use a towel. So with this one, you're gonna do 5 to 10 seconds of pushing with your foot into the band, 5 to 10 seconds of pulling your foot towards you. And you're gonna do that for 5 reps per side. So laying onto your back, putting the one leg into the towel. So for 5 to 10 seconds, push into that band, and then you're going to push straight and then pull your leg in for 5 to 10 seconds. And then back to pushing. Then once you get that leg straight again, pull it in. Hold that for your 5 to 10 seconds. Again, 5 per side on that one. And then for our specific part of the warm-up, we're gonna go on the minute for 6 minutes, 5 to 10 seconds, 20 seconds high knees, and then 3 to 5 inchworms. So for your 20 seconds, just go knees up as high as you can get them, really focusing on the speed. RPE, which is your rate of perceived exertion, is between a 7 and 8. So push that a little bit higher, make sure you're not just, taking your time. And then inchworms, starting with your legs and your arms straight, walking yourself out to that plank, walking yourself back in, and then continuing out. No need to stand up in between. If you have space where you can walk, then I want you to walk your feet to your hands and carry forward. So you would come out to here, and then you would inch those feet to your hands, carry on, or feel free to just turn around and do that same thing, arms, and then your feet. So 3 to 5 of those, you're gonna alternate for 6 minutes, and then we're gonna go into the strength. So weightlifting today, if you have a full gym, you are going to do a 1 rep max for a power snatch. So that power snatch, again, is just taking, I have my glue stick here, taking that barbell from the floor and just bringing it to that overhead position. So take your time to build up to a 1 rep max if you have a barbell and some weight. Partial equipment, they suggested doing a max height vertical jump with dumbbells in your hand. So this will just depend more on what you're comfortable with. If you have those dumbbells, start with them in your hands. You can go into a partial squat and then try and jump up as high as you can. So you can work on that for about 10 minutes, trying to get higher as you go, maybe heavier weight if you're comfortable with it, or just challenge yourself to maybe 3 sets of 5. And then if you have no equipment, perhaps you have a broomstick, you can take the end off, and we can just practice some overhead squats for 10 minutes. So just focusing on bringing that broomstick overhead, armpits are facing out into your squat stance, and we're going all the way down, controlling it up. If you have one that is long enough, challenge yourself by doing a waiter squat. So open that palm, holding it overhead, and doing your squat. There, you'll find that a lot more challenging, a lot more shoulder activation. So that is another option to kind of play around with and practice for 10 minutes. Then we have your workout. So 14-minute AMRAP, 10 hang power snatches, 50 double unders, 12 bar facing burpees. So again, if you have access to that full gym, your power snatch from the hang, we're gonna take it just above the knees and bringing it overhead. Okay, so weight is 75 for ladies, 115 for the guys, so it's something that is moderately light. Still, you should be able to probably connect those sets of 10, at least from the start in round 1. 50 double unders, either do your 50, you can scale that number back, maybe 25, 15 if that's something that you're practicing, or 100 singles, or anywhere really from 50 to 100 singles if that's something that you're still practicing. Then you have your bar facing burpees. So with those ones, you would have your barbell on the floor. You need to be facing the barbell. You're gonna go into your burpee. We're gonna come up, we're gonna do a 2-foot jump over, then you would turn around and do your burpee, again, facing the barbell. So that is if you are fully equipped. If you have partial equipment, we're gonna do 20 alternating dumbbell snatches. Again, 50 double unders, same scaling options apply for that one, and then 12 burpees over your dumbbell. So if you have a dumbbell, again, if you need equipment, we still have some at the gym. You will start with it on the ground, in between your legs, shoulders back, hips back. We're gonna pull it overhead and you're going to alternate it. So make sure, especially if you are borrowing a dumbbell, do not throw your dumbbell, control it to the floor. We want both heads to touch in control and then back up. You can also just control it down with the one arm, switch arms on the floor. Just really make sure that you don't drop the dumbbells as they are. Even if it's your own, they do wreck really easily. So just make sure that control up, both heads touch, you have control at the ground when you're switching. If you don't have a dumbbell, maybe you have a jug of water or milk, an old one, you can fill it with water. If the full one's too heavy, you can take half of it out, and same idea. You can just go from the floor and just pull it overhead, switching your arms and bringing it to the top. So get creative if you need to with what you're going to use. Then your burpees over your dumbbell. We're just gonna do the burpee right beside it. You're gonna come up, we're gonna jump over the dumbbell, and then doing your next burpee and jump. So lastly, if you have no equipment, so the sandbag, ground to overhead. So again, if you have maybe a bag, you can do the same thing. Take your bag, ground to overhead. Means we're gonna come from the floor, bring it to the shoulders, press it overhead. Floor and press. So we're turning it over. You can also do it in one fluid motion. Essentially it's just getting it any way from the ground to a full overhead position. And then instead of jumping, instead of skipping, just 50 lateral hops. So if you have something that you can jump over, even better, just jump over that object. So even if it's your sandbag, just jump over that. And then you're just gonna do 12 regular burpees. So that's the workout, 14 minutes, as many rounds and reps as possible. And then we have your accessory work. So 8 sets of 2 speed squats at 40 to 50%. So if you have a barbell, you're gonna put on 40 to 50% of your 1 rep max. You attach heavy bands to a bar, or to a dumbbell, sorry. And there's lots of videos, a quick Google search will show you what that looks like. And then you can rest 30 seconds between. And then you can do dumbbells. There's a video there that'll show you how to do that. Or 8 sets of 4 jump squats as high as possible. So that's another option. Just with that jump squat, all the way down, jump as high as you can on those ones. So that is your workout for Wednesday. If you guys have any questions or you guys get stuck on any of this stuff, please feel free to reach out to us, crossfit187@hotmail.ca, or even on Facebook, Instagram, and we'll get back to you guys as soon as possible. Enjoy!